Side, melt your chest down. Just give yourself some time. Big inhales through your nose, big exhales through your nose. Stay here for 5. 4. 3. Glute stretch. Got it, Karen. I don't know why I just saw that. From here, you're just gonna push into your hands, pull yourself up through table, and then from table, lie on your belly. So I'm gonna extend my legs back. I'm gonna lower myself down slowly and make a little shelf with my arms, like double Shavasana as we get started this morning. Good, settle in here. Good, hold 3. Just take 2. All right, 1. And then when you're ready, I want you to bring your hands up. Hands just by your shoulders, elbows are pointing up towards the ceiling, and then you're gonna push into your hands. You're gonna pull yourself slowly up into a little cobra on an inhale. As you exhale, slowly lower. Okay, really simple this morning. Push, push, come up. And slowly lower. Do it one more time. Awesome, lower down. So this time we're gonna come up towards little cobra, and then I'm gonna bring my forearms down for Sphinx, okay? So in Sphinx pose, my elbows are close to my body, forearms are parallel with the long edges of your mat, and then you wanna just relax your head so we can hold our head up, and that's fine. You can also bring your chin to your chest and let your head fall. It's a nice little stretch for your neck. Good, 2 more. So we're gonna take, this one's tricky to learn virtually, but we'll do it together. So I'm gonna take my right hand over to my left elbow and then place it down. Then I'm gonna take my left hand and bring it in front of the right arm and place it down as well. So forearms are parallel. And then you're just gonna start to crawl your fingers out towards the edges of your mat. For me, they come just off, and that's the most comfortable. You're going for like a nice shoulder stretch here. So wherever you get and you start to feel a nice stretch, you can do the same thing we did in Sphinx. Let your head hang and just hold here. And come take a look, make sure everyone's got that one. Yeah, looks good. Great. Either everyone has gotten really good at taking instruction virtually because we're so used to it now, or that was a good explanation on my end, maybe both. Okay, you're gonna stay in here for a few more. So now I want you to listen up. We're gonna do one more on this side. I'm gonna take my right hand that's already off to the left. I'm gonna crawl a little bit further and then flip my palm up, okay? Once I get there, I'm gonna take my left hand away from where it is now. I'm gonna bring my palms together into the closed book position. We've done this one in person before. You're gonna start to bend your left knee just so you have some support with this leg, okay? And then bring your head down. So you should get somewhere like this. And then you'll start to open. I'm lifting my left arm up, getting a nice shoulder stretch. And then I'm going to close again. So you'll go through a couple rounds, opening and closing here. And you'll decide if eventually it feels good to settle or if you want to keep moving the whole time. Awesome, looks great. Really good. And then wherever you are, we're going to hold it for 3. So you can settle in, you can keep moving if you prefer. We'll hold for 2. Good, give me 1. And close the book slowly. Okay, once you're in the closed book position, you're just gonna assist yourself out of this pose. So I'm gonna take my left hand to my mat. That's the easiest way for me. Start to extend my leg back, start to bring my belly back towards the mat and just settle in. Okay, maybe bring the other side of your head down if you had one side down before. Maybe it feels good to bend your knees and let your feet fall from side to side. And then when you're ready to move, let's set up for the other side. So this time we're gonna bring our hands under our shoulders, chin to center. You're gonna take 3 little cobras, same thing as before. You inhale, you come up slow. As you exhale, you lower down. Good, one more here. And lower slowly. And then we're gonna come back into Sphinx. Okay, this time, what I want you to do is just widen your legs so they're about mat width apart. Bend your knees and let your feet come together. So if it feels good, you can stay right here. If you prefer and you're like warm enough and ready for it, we can move into seal pose from here. So we're gonna straighten our arms. Okay, this one's pretty intense, a pretty intense back bend. So if you get into it and you're like, no, I don't wanna hold it, that's okay too. Okay, wherever you are, I want you to relax your shoulders a little bit. We're here for 3. Good, it's 2. Just 1. All right, and then if I'm in seal, I'm gonna start to bend my arms slowly. I'm gonna release my legs back down, bringing them a little bit closer together, and let's set up for the other side. So it's left hand this time to the right elbow. Then we're gonna bring the right hand in front. The right arm is parallel with the left. And then you're just gonna crawl, crawl, crawl towards the edges of your mat. And once you settle into a place that feels like a nice stretch for you, let your head go. Steady Ujjayi breath here, in and out through your nose. I know the biggest thing, I was telling the group on Monday that I actually really like virtual fitness. But the one thing I miss is that I can't hear people's breath. I can't hear your breath. You can't hear my breath. Maybe you can through the AirPods, but try to be your own little metronome with your breathing through the class. You want to keep it constant and steady. You should be able to hear it as you move. Good. It's just 2 more here, and then we'll move to the next one. So we're gonna start to slide that left hand a little bit further towards the right. I know it's already there. And then flip the palm over, okay? Once you get there, take your right arm away and come into your closed book position. You're gonna bend your right knee for support. And then once you're able to get your head down, you'll go through the open and closed book multiple times, opening up slowly. Play with your mobility on this side. It might be the same, it might not be the same, and that's okay. And then if you're able to hold, we're going to stay for 3. And you'll start to bring your right hand back, slowly. We'll bring it onto our mat for some support, pushing into your hand, release your leg behind you, pull your left arm out. Okay, we're gonna come back into our little cobra right away. So hands are under your shoulders, little cobra, inhale. Good, as you exhale, lower down. Do it again, little lift. And lower. Good, one more time. Alrighty, lower down. You're gonna tuck your toes. You're gonna push into your hands and come up to tabletop and move right into your spinal warm up here. So it's a little circle, a little sway, a little cat-cow. Get right into it. Hopefully this feels nice and not forced. We've done a little bit of opening already. Keep moving. You've got another 3. Good. Go for 2. Yeah, beautiful, everyone. Go for 1. We're going to push into our hands. We're going to lift up our knees and take it up and back to downward facing dog. Feet are hip width apart. Hands are shoulder width apart. You're going to spread your fingers really wide. And for the first couple down dogs, don't worry about straightening your legs. Like, I mean, in general, you don't have to straighten your legs, but especially when you're first starting on your mat, keep your knees bent and play with pushing into your hands, taking your hips way up and back. Tilt your tailbone back. Good. 2. Hold it here. Give me 1. Stay and exhale. Good. You're going to walk your hands to the back of your mat. So walk your hands to your feet. Once you get there, it's a ragdoll position. We're grabbing opposite elbows. Head hangs heavy. Again, knees can stay bent. So we don't need to straighten our legs here. Good. Just settle in, breathe. Yeah, it looks really good. And then maybe there's a shake, yes and no. Maybe there's a sway from side to side. Maybe you just hold still here, whatever fits for your body. Good. Hold with me. 2. Hold with me. 1. All right, we're going to bring our hands to the mat. We're going to toe heel our feet all the way to touch here at the back. On your inhale, halfway lift, flat back, shoulder blades squeeze together. As you exhale, fold forward. Good. Inhale, rise all the way up, arms circle up. As you exhale, arms release along your sides. Good. Inhale, reach your arms up all the way. Palms touch. Let's fold as we empty. Good. Halfway lift. I want you to crawl your hands up to the top of your mat. Come into a high plank position. You might have to separate your feet. And then for this first one, let's just bring our knees down. Let's build our chaturanga slowly. So I'm going to drop to my knees. I'm going to keep my belly tight and lower just halfway down. And then from here, chest comes through. Tops of feet go down. Thighs lift for upward facing dog. Beautiful. Maybe you hover here for a little bit. And then I'll meet you in downward dog. Big breath here. Slowly empty. Tilt your tailbone way up and back. It's 2. Good. 1. Really good. We're going to come up to our toes. We're going to bend our knees. And then we're just going to, let me show you a couple times. So little hops up and then down again. Then I want you to hop forward to Malasana. So I'm coming forward to Malasana or low squat. If that doesn't fit, steps to the top of your mat, 1 foot at a time, and land in Malasana. Yeah, really good, Tamara. Really good, Karen. Steve, you might want to widen your feet a bit. I can't tell what's happening, but probably a little bit wider is good. Yeah, so we want our feet about, like, my heels are usually at the edges, the 2 sides of my mat, about. And then we're going to settle in. If this is a lot, you can be here. It's actually a little bit harder here because it requires some strength to hold. But at least if your flexibility isn't quite here, that's okay too. Really good job. Hold it here for 3. Hold it for 2. Just 1. Beautiful. We're going to bring our hands to the mat. We're going to straighten our legs slowly, just like we did at the back. So heel your feet all the way in. You're going to lift halfway. Breathe in with me. Bow forward. On your inhale, arms circle all the way up. Good. Let your arms fall. Beautiful. Reach up, look up. Palms touch. Let's fold. Lift halfway with me. Breathe in. Hands to your mat. Let's step to high plank. Belly is tight. Pause here. Shoulders over wrists. You should be able to hold this really, really strong, everyone. Yeah, really nice. Good. Good. Karen, take a breath. You're going to drop to your knees. You're going to lower your elbows just halfway, low push-up. Chest comes up and through. Thighs lift, upward facing dog. Yeah, really nice, everyone. Take it back, downward dog. Stay here, exhale. Yeah, just 2. Give me 1. Alrighty, let's try it again. Come up to your toes. Bend your knees. Hop up to Malasana. Maybe, maybe not. You can try it. Good. Big breath. All right, and then right away, hands to your mat, legs straight. Toe heel your feet can touch. Lift halfway. Breathe in with me. As you exhale, fold. Good. Arm sweep all the way up. Arms release. This time, arms reach up, sit low is chair pose. Beautiful. Take a breath. Good. Squeeze your big toes, squeeze your knees together. Chest is up, shoulder blades together and back. Beautiful. Take a breath. Sit a little lower. Awesome. Just 1. I think we did this the other day. Belly tight. Shift your weight mentally into your right foot and then spring up, left knee to chest. Pause there. And then listen, we're just gonna hold this. We're gonna move into a nice stretch next. But for this first one, pull your belly button to your spine. Belly is really tight. That'll help you balance. Okay, take a breath. And then we're just gonna start to lean forward as we send our leg back. Listen, I'm gonna bend my right knee. I'm gonna drop my left toes at the back. I'm gonna drop my left knee at the back. And I'll land in low lunge. So hands to hips. Yeah, really nice. Hold it here. Good. If it's there for you, arms can reach up as well. Stay with me. Exhale. Beautiful. 2. Hold it. 1. Okay, I'm gonna bring my hands down this time. I'm gonna straighten my front leg for a little stretch. I'm gonna take my right toes up towards the ceiling. Right leg's as straight as you can get it, okay? You're gonna try to keep your chest up a little bit. Hold with me. Good. 2. Give me 1. Okay, bend into that front knee again, hands to the instep. And then listen, instep of my right, I'm gonna crawl all the way. So I'm turning to the left, I'm crawling. Then I'm gonna keep crawling into Skandasana pose at the back. Okay, so Skandasana, you're either here, your back knee is bent, your right leg is straight, right toes are up, you can hold right here. Middle, which is actually hard to hold, is here. It takes a little bit of control. Okay, and then all the way down, a little bit easier. Takes a little bit more flexibility, but at least you're kind of dumping down into it. I want you to keep your bum off the ground if you're all the way here. Ideally, your back heel is down. Good. Hold with me. Stay and exhale. Just 2. Okay, just 1. Now listen, I'm gonna push into my hands. I'm gonna crawl to the top of my mat. It's Skandasana 2, pause. Yeah, really good. Then I'm gonna crawl to the back of my mat, Skandasana 3, get low. Listen now, I'm gonna crawl to the top, turn to the front, square my hips. It's a high lunge, so set yourself up. Back heel is lifted, core is tight, and then rise slowly. Good. Zip up that back leg. So imagine that you're sending the back of your knee up towards the ceiling. Good. Hold it here. Stay and exhale. Just 2. Just 1. Okay, it's a little bend. And then I'm just gonna come back to chair. I'm gonna sit low. Beautiful. Big breath. Chest up. Exhale. 2. Settle in. Hug in. Give me just 1. Now mentally shift the weight into your other foot, your left foot. Spring up. Right knee to chest. Okay, right knee to chest. I'm tucking my tailbone under now, engaging my core. Let's try to move into it really slowly. So with control, I'm squaring my hips. I'm gonna start to lean forward, lean forward, lean forward. Right leg extends, I drop my toes, I drop my knee, I land in my low lunge. You're either here or you're here. Really nice. Great work, great control. Yeah, awesome. Hold it, breathe. Give me 2. Give me 1. Okay, let's go the other way. So straighten the front leg, hands come down. If hands down is too much, you can keep your hands at your hips. This requires a little bit of balance this way, but you can keep your hands at your hips for sure. If you're able, reach all the way down. This one's great if you do have blocks at home. You can bring your hands to blocks. Good, just breathe. Steady here for 3. For 2. Give me 1. So I'm gonna start to bend the front leg. I'm gonna crawl my hands up to the top. Then I'm gonna crawl towards the right. Walk, 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 walk. I know my back is to you, but get to Skandasana. Bending into your right leg. Left leg is long, left toes are turned up. Okay, remember you can be at any height. I'm gonna do the higher height this time to show you the transition. Ideally, guys, both your heels are on the ground. We're here for 2. We're here for 1. Okay, so if you're on the ground, you're crawling. If you're with me, you're a little bit higher up. We just shift the weight into the other leg and get to Skandasana at the top. So get to your Skandasana at the top, bending into your left. Right toes are up. Beautiful, take a breath here. And then let's swap it back to the back of your mat. Skandasana 3, get low. Awesome, and then you're gonna crawl, crawl, crawl to the top. Square your shoulders, square your hips, find your high lunge. Extend that back leg as you rise up. Good, take a breath. Settle in. Relax your shoulders, it's 3. Relax for 2. Good, just 1. And then just like we did before, it's a little bend. Back to my chair. I know we're all tired. Okay, take a breath here. All right, and then as you exhale, fold forward. Separate your feet hip width apart. You're gonna take peace fingers to big toes. Pull up on your big toes. Bend your knees as much as you like, and then melt your chest down. Just settle. Good, exhale. Steady inhale. Let your head hang. Jen loves the 3 Skandasanas. I wonder if everyone else does. People either, it's a divisive pose. People either love it or they hate it. All right, hold with me 2. Hold with me 1. All right, you're gonna pull your hands out. Toe heel your feet to touch. Lift halfway on your inhale. Bow as you exhale. Good, rise all the way up. And relax your arms down. No chair pose this time. Reach your arms up, look up. Bow your chest. All right, halfway lift here. Step it back to plank. And then we can do a full chaturanga, or we can just do the modified version, whatever fits for you. So from my high plank, if I'm keeping my knees up, I'm gonna shift my weight forward. That's important. Elbows in close to your sides. Look forward as you lower halfway, and then it's your upward dog. Find the difference between the poses. People sometimes merge them all together. All right, I'll meet you in downward dog. Settle here. Spread your fingers. Option for child's pose here, or hang out in downward dog. We're just here for 3. Beautiful. Stay with me. 2. Stay with me for 1. If you're in child's, make your way up to downward dog. We're at the home stretch here, okay? This one will be fun. A lot of glutes in this last bit, okay? Come up to your toes, bend your knees, hop up to Malasana. Pause here in your Malasana. Low squat. Beautiful, last breath. Alrighty, it's hands to the mat, straighten your legs. Toe heel your feet to touch. Good, lift with me halfway. Bow your chest down. On your inhale, arms sweep up. Let your arms fall. So now it's chair. We're gonna sit low and settle in. So same thing as before. Core is tight. I'm mentally shifting my weight into my right side. Okay, we're gonna go in a sec. Okay, big breath here. And then push down, spring up, left knee to chest. Beautiful, right away, can you take it to your low lunge? Drop your toes, drop your knee, arms sweep up. Good, as you exhale, extend straighten the front leg, let your hands come down. Okay, on your inhale, push forward, low lunge, arms sweep up. As you exhale, straighten the front leg, lean your chest forward. Do 3 more like that. Inhale. Good. Exhale. 2. You can do it with your hands at hips as well. Just 1. Good. Alrighty. From my straight front leg, I'm gonna start to bend and walk my hands forward. You know where we're going. Skandasana 1, at the back, get low. No break here. Skandasana 2, get low. Go to Skandasana 3, get nice and low. Alrighty, this time, walk to the front. Square your shoulders, square your hips. Push your hands down, and then pull that right leg up and back for 3-legged dog. Find your 3-legged dog here. So hands are in downward dog shape. And then you're zipping your right leg up as high as you can get it, as straight as you can get it. Now bend your knee, heel to left bum cheek. Take a couple ankle circles here. Good, circle the other way. Belly is tight. Okay, pull your knee close to your chest and then shift forward, half pigeon. Right leg in front, left leg behind. Square your hips, square your shoulders. Give yourself the time to ease into your half pigeon. It doesn't have to happen right away. You can stay upright for a while and let your body tell you when it's time to go a little bit deeper. Wherever you are, hear your breath. Tamara and Susan, hear each other's breath. When I first started practicing yoga, I thought I was so young. Maybe that's part of it, but I thought it was so weird that people could breathe so loud and everyone in the room heard them. And I was like, I don't know, it felt intimate and weird and uncomfortable. I didn't like it. But it really has helped me. I know if you've practiced with me before, you know, it's like, seems like it's all I talk about. But yeah, I really feel if I don't have breath in my practice, I may as well not be moving. So even in these moments of long holds where, you know, there's a lot of space, can you stay dialed in and intentional through breath? Beautiful job. We've got another 2 breaths. We're gonna add on just for one fun little pose. We'll see if you guys like it today. So take another one and then make your way back up. Okay, so I'm gonna walk you through King Pigeon, but we're gonna go through many variations. We probably won't do King Pigeon at all today. So for a lot of us, we're gonna come up and just work on bending the back leg. That's it, okay? If you have it, guys, you're gonna get stable through your right hand and then take your left hand around and reach for the inside edge of your foot. This is great to do with a strap or a belt or something at home, but inside edge of foot, we start there. okay? From the inside edge of your foot, you're gonna start to pull your foot in a little bit closer and maybe play with looping your elbow around that foot, little hook. And then final step, we won't go to king pigeon, but we'll play with mermaid pose today. Final step would be to take the bind. Chest is kind of turned to the left. Chest isn't forward for this pose. So let me see, how's everyone doing? Yeah, really good, guys. I know it's a crazy pose to just spring on people. So don't expect yourself to go all into it, okay? Whatever fits for you. Awesome, give me 2. Give me 1. Good, so wherever you are, I'm gonna meet you back in chair pose. So if you're with me, I'll walk you through it. If you're not with me, meet me in chair, okay? We're gonna start to shift our chest, our attention back to the front, release that leg, hands to the ground, tuck the back toes, the left toes under, sweep your right leg up and back for the 3-legged dog just for a moment. And then listen up, I'm gonna bring my right foot in between my hands. I'm gonna bend my left knee, bring it to meet the right, chair pose. Big toes touch, knees touch. If you weren't there with us, just get here. Awesome. Hold with me for a breath. Let's shift our weight mentally now into the left foot. Okay, big inhale here. As you exhale, spring up, right knee to chest. Find your balance. Good, and then start to shift your weight forward as you start to lean that leg back, okay? Right toes land, right knee lands, arms sweep up, it's your low lunge. Big breath here. Good, as you exhale, straighten the front leg. You don't even have to bring your hands down. Okay, inhale, arms up. Exhale, straight front leg. Do this 3 times. Good. Do it 2 times. Awesome. Just 1. Straight. Okay, so from straight, we're gonna get our hands towards the ground. We're gonna call it to the top, bend the front knee, and then you know where you're going. Skandasana 1 at the back, get low or high. Okay, to the top, Skandasana 2. To the back, Skandasana 3. Awesome. Walk, 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 square your shoulders, square your hips. Frame the front foot with your hands, and then sweep that leg up and back, 3-legged dog. Square your shoulders here. Work on straightening that leg. Okay, forget about how high it goes. Work on getting it straight. If you're with me, bend your knee, heel to right bum cheek, couple ankle circles. Good, other way. Okay, core tight. Pull that knee back towards your chest, come forward, half pigeon. Set yourself up, okay? You remember how long we were in it? So there's no need to rush in. Just find seated position to start. That's one of my favorites actually, is to stay right here. As you become ready, maybe you move a little bit closer to the ground, guys. So I know most of you practice with me often, but what I want you to be mindful of if you're not with me often is that back leg should be really long. Like imagine someone's standing behind you and pulling your right heel back and getting that leg really, really long so that the center of gravity isn't your knee. If the center of gravity is your right knee, there's no way you can hold this pose for several minutes at a time. It's too painful. So you want the leg to be so extended that the center of gravity moves up and is like somewhere in the middle of your thigh. Then I would play with melting down. Okay, so in the next couple moments, we'll work on our little back bend variation. If you want, you can stay right here. Okay, if you're with me, I'll walk you through it slowly. So we're gonna come back up. Step one is to get your hands down and work on bending that back knee, that's all. Sometimes if you don't do this often, this shape, you'll get like some cramping here. So I would just play with straight and then bend and then straight and then bend, okay? If you're good from here, you're gonna shift your hand somewhere in the middle and then take your right arm all the way around, go for the inside edge of your foot. That's step two. Okay, and then step three is to start to pull that foot in and go for the full expression, getting your elbow wrapped around your foot. Remember, in full expression, we're not in king pigeon, okay? Because we're in a mermaid pose, our chest is turned to the side. It's only king pigeon where we then start to square off, but we won't do that today. Good. Beautiful, everyone. Beautiful expressions. Okay, so wherever you are, we're gonna meet back in, what was it? Chair pose. So if you're with me, we're gonna turn our chest back to the front. We're gonna extend that, drop that foot back down, the right foot. Grip the mat with your fingertips, tuck your right toes under, core is real tight as you come up into your three-legged dog. Okay, and then I'm gonna bring left foot down, bend the right knee, bring it into tree, sit low. I mean chair, not tree. Awesome, and then listen up. Big breath, sit a little bit lower. Big breath, sit a little bit lower. Big breath, sit all the way down. Okay, if that didn't happen as smoothly, meet us here. We're gonna come to Tadasana pose. So I'm making a diamond shape with my legs. I'm bringing my hands to my ankles and then just curling your spine, let your chin fall to your chest. Let your breath slow down here. So as you start to move towards the end of class, the last couple minutes, you want to work on transitioning out of Ujjayi breath back to your natural rhythm of breathing. Like once we hit Shavasana, we're like, we're not controlling anything. We're not controlling our muscles. We're not controlling our mind or our breath. We're just here. So that's what we're building towards. Guys, if it's there for you in Tadasana, you always know you can go a little bit deeper. Really good, Jen. Let your head fall. You'll slowly start to come back up. Okay, so hold on to the backs of your knees. Core is really tight in this transition, okay? Knees start to come together. I'm gonna curl my spine, keep my core tight, and lower down to my mat. Okay, yogi's choice here today. If you are ready for the end, you're gonna straighten your legs, take an inversion, move from your inversion to Shavasana. If you want a little bit extra, you can take thread the needle on either side, okay? So set up for thread the needle on one side. Whichever one you've chosen, whether you're in your inversion or your thread the needles, let your upper body relax, okay? Shoulders relax down towards the mat. Your neck especially is not like working here. Let your neck, your head be heavy. Beautiful. Hello, little pup. Oh, cat. Oh, hello. So those of you in your inversion, hang tight. If you're in thread the needle, you can switch sides, go to the other side. So if you're in an inversion, you'll start to make your way back towards Shavasana. And those of you in thread the needle, you can undo, maybe squeeze your knees up to your chest, a couple circles with your knees if that fits. You'll land in your final resting pose whenever you're ready. I love seeing everyone get cozy. This is another benefit of online practice. You have all the things in your house. So like I mentioned, Shavasana is still a pose. It's called corpse pose. Okay, you're looking for stillness in your physical body and stillness in your breath, no ujjayi necessary. And stillness in your mind. It's not an invitation to get back to thinking and planning and work mode, family mode, obligations mode. Just be here. Bring a little movement into your fingers, into your toes. Extend your arms, extend your legs, take a full body stretch. And roll to the fetal position on one side. And when you're ready, you'll find a seat. Your eyes closed. Bring your palms together at your heart center. And just one big breath in today. Open your mouth and sigh. Thumbs to your forehead center. Namaste. Thank you, everybody. I'm going to pause our recording.